Hey everybody, it's been a while. This is Debbie the North Carolina Stitcher, and I'm getting ready to make my video, but I had to come on here before I put my babies to bed and show you my new babies. This is Sadie, and this is Pepper. I want to keep wanting to call her Peanut for some reason. They're our new little toy poodles. They're almost 9 weeks old. They'll be 9 weeks old this Sunday. We've had them for a couple of weeks now. They're a handful, but we just love them to death. Wasn't sure we was wanting to get another dog, and when we went to look at these, my husband has a bad habit of wanting to take two. So she gave us one, buy one, get one half price. So, and they were really inexpensive for poodles. There's reasons for that. No tail docking, but that's fine. It's just for cosmetic purposes, and I wouldn't put them through it now to do it, you know, to have them docked. But aren't they pretty? We're getting ready to start the housebreaking thing. We've been keeping them, we have a room for them, and they stay in there at night, and then during the day I take them out to the garage and outside. But we've done a little bit of trying to train them in the house, but so far it's not much. But they're so young yet, so I'm hoping they don't, you know, take forever to train. That's the only part about having a puppy that's so hard is housebreaking them and getting them trained to how you want them to be. The things that's acceptable and not acceptable. So, but they're tired. They're ready for night-night. So I'm going to go put these girls to bed. And then I'll be back to make my monthly wrap-up of WIP Parade. And maybe a little bit of Stitch Maynia plans, not much. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, I'm back. Today is April the 28th, 2021. This is my Flosstube number 38. Excuse me, my allergies has been terrible. I've been working in the yard, and it's like, oh my gosh. They get worse as I get older. But anyway, today I am going to do my, sorry about that. I'm going to do my wrap-up from last month. Well, for this month, actually, for April. I still got a couple of days, but we'll see. And do my whips, show you my whips, show you my haul. I've got a bin here for WIP Parade number 3. And get that done. You saw my babies. I'll put that little clip of video at the very beginning, so you'll see them first. And we are on retirement countdown this week. 3 more nights and he is retired. So tonight and Thursday and Friday night, and then he's going to be home bugging me all the time. But I know things are going to change a lot. I don't know if my stitching will probably go down some since I won't be up so late at night. But I'm just going to have to figure out a way to do stitching during the day. So I actually did some during the day today because I had to get up. I have to get up kind of pretty early with the dogs, with my little puppies. So I get up and get them out and get them fed. And once they took their nap, I went ahead and come in and started doing some stitching. Because I want to finish my Jan Houtman for this week, because it was a big bunch of stitching this week. Alright, so for the month of April so far, well, last month I didn't have the whole my totals as far as stitch count. I did a total of 16,821 stitches in the month of March, which is the most I've done so far this year. I did 46,926 so far this year. Now April I think is not going to be quite as good because of we're getting those little doggies. So, but I'm still stitching quite a bit. There for a week or so I was a little bit off, but I'm back to pretty good now. But I'm telling you, I'm having a really hard time keeping up with those 3 sales. I didn't have time to do. The only thing I did other than those 3 sales this month, well, I did 4 sales. And I did my One Nation on the 4th. I didn't get to do my Mother on the 12th. I didn't get to do the Halloween stitching. I didn't do Christmas stitching because I feel like I'm behind all the time, and it's starting to get, you know, a little old. So, because I do want to stitch other things besides just sales all the time. That's the bad part about it. I want to stitch other things besides sales. So, first of all, I'm going to show you my whips. This one here is the Jade Band Sampler. This is up to week 16. The next week one will come out tomorrow night. Well, early Friday morning, so I'll stitch it Friday. This is up to week 16. And it's coming along really nicely. So This is the Jade Band Sampler. I'm stitching this on a 28 count linen banding, 1/1. I'm using Vicki Clayton's. This is Jadeite. Well, it's Jadeite something. I can't. I doubt it'll show it. I mean, it'll focus, probably not. But anyway, it's 24.68, I think. These glasses just aren't strong enough. And it's a dark jade. I kind of wish I went with a lighter colored green because, you know, it almost looks, well, it almost looks black. But it's just a really dark jade color. So that one's caught up. I'm able to keep that one up every week so far. And instead of putting it in my small hoop, I've been putting it in my 6-inch Q-snap, and it's been so much better. Because that small hoop was killing my hands. And trying to do it in hand, it just didn't work. Did not work. Okay, then I've got, this is my Jan Houtman. This is the one that's really been taking a lot of time. This year, so far, since January when this sale came out, I have stitched 18,000 stitches on this sale alone. I usually do it like on Saturday and Sunday, but this week I did it all the way to today before I got this week's part done. The next 2 weeks are going to be pretty intense, and then the amount of stitches should go down some because it'll be back into mostly the alphabets. But this is what I got so far. I'm really enjoying it. I really like it. It's fun to stitch. It's just time consuming. $18,000 stitches there. It's amazing. But this center part right here that's got all these motifs in it, that is really a lot of stitching. And so the next two parts are going to be like that, and then it'll go back more to alphabets. So hopefully after that it won't be as hard to keep up with it. But I got that done today. Ready for my next part, which will come out on Friday or Saturday. Friday, yeah, it'll be Friday night probably. But I usually start on a Saturday. Okay, then my next one is, now this one I'm not taking out of the Q-snap because I'm going to work on it tonight. This is my Modern Folk embroidery, and this is the April section. I'm close to done, but it's going to take me at least tonight, probably tomorrow night to finish. I got this part done. Here's all I got to do. And that's all I got. But it's coming along rather nicely. I hope I can keep up with this one too, but it's, man, I haven't even counted how many stitches is in this one, but it's a lot. A lot. And then here's a recent sale that I started. I think I showed it to you last month. A little bit. And I got a little bit more done on this month. Oh, my finger's hurting. I got arthritis in that finger. And this one I'm just choosing my own colors, and sometimes I think, well, maybe I should have chose different colors. It's just so hard to decide. But let's see what I've got. I'll take this bottom snap part off so I can see. And this is what I've gotten on this one. I haven't gotten a lot. I haven't gotten much done on it. I think I did the bunny. Maybe I can't remember what I had on there before. Probably this part up here. So it's getting close to being to an end on the actual stitch along online, but I'm not close to being done. But it's not that big of a piece, so it shouldn't, you know, if I got busy on it, it wouldn't be too bad. And that is all my sales except for my One Nation, which I got, all I got done on this one this week is the next state. Which when I was working on this, I did not want to put it down. It is so fun to work on. I've got Pennsylvania up there. It's really fun. This is the Call for DMC on 28 count Ale Lagana. From Picture This Plus. That's the Call for fabric and the Call for threads. So that's all my WIPs for the last month. I didn't get to work on any of my other sales. I didn't have any new starts this month. You know, what can you do? So I've been really going back and forth about Maynia. The last 2 years I haven't done it at all. The year before last is the the May we closed our house. We closed our house on, well, April 3rd, and then we were doing remodeling, and it was a job, and I didn't stitch it all during the month of May, maybe a little bit, not much, and then the month of June I started stitching more again, and then last year I just didn't want to do it. I've got so many WIPs right now. I don't want to start a whole bunch of new WIPs, and I still feel that way. I really want to get some things done. But I've decided that right now, as of now, my plan is to start one a week. There's 5 weeks in the month. And, but I may not. I don't know yet. But that's my tentative plan. So here's the one I'm going to start. And most of these are pretty, not huge projects, which I'm not going to start any more huge projects anytime soon. This is the Wiehenberg Blueberry Cottage. I showed this to you when I got it. Of course, I took the paper out. It wasn't the picture. Put that back in there with that one. And here is the picture of it. I got the call for threads in it. And got the fabric. It's ready to go. It's really pretty. So I'm ready to start that one. Now, the first ones are the ones I know that I really want to start. And so I got this one, and then this one here is one that came out at market last year. It's called Small Birds, SMOL Birds, ink circles. And here is one extra small birds. This is done on 56 count, and that's the one I'm going to do. Here's the fabric. It's from Dixie Sampler, and it's called Crowning Glory, 56 count. And I ordered the threads from, because this takes the Tudor silk and the Safine or Safine, however you pronounce it. And I got it from Needle in a Haystack. They have excellent customer service. Love them. So those are two that I definitely want to get started. I chose two different of the 56 count, and I got to decide which one I want to put it on. I haven't decided yet, so I'll look at it a little bit more closely. It might be the more yellow, more goldish looking one. I'm not sure. We will see. And here's one I've got all kitted up, ready to start. I've got this. It's the Ship's Manor, and I ordered. This is the fabric for it. I never even opened it. And here's the thread for it. I got the Ship's Manor thread and fabric. The fabric is called, oh, here it is. It is Merlin, and this is a 32 count Lugana. I love Lugana, 32 count, and so I'm hoping that it's not too dark for me to see well. And here is the picture. It's called Secret Garden. Now that looks more like black fabric to me, but this is what it calls for, so I'd like to get that started. And so it's all kitted up and ready to go. And here's another one I'd like to start, and it's called, I had it open now, I got to close it up. Monasterian Design, Willie's Quaker Square 5. And I've got the fabric in here. It's a 40 count alabaster. Haven't decided on the thread yet, but it's going to be probably some Vicki Clayton red, because it's in a red. So I'll probably do a Vicki Clayton on that one. It looks pretty small. It's got, let's see, the stitch count is, well, it's going to be 12 by 12 is what I have to have on 40 count, which means the design is 8 by 8. Pretty small. And here is another one. I'm not sure how big this one is because I just pulled it out. It's Jane Stanwyck's 1843 by Samplers Revisited. It calls for DMC. Well, it calls for MPIs, but I'm going to use DMC. I do not have that many MPIs, and I'm not going to go spend $80 for threads for this. And this is going to be on a 40 count aged goldenrod by Dixie Sampler. So that's the starts that I'm tentatively planning on doing for Stitch Mania. So let's put all that back into my bucket over here. I'm in my room today because my son is here and I don't want him coming in and disturbing me. Okay, now I'm going to show you. It has been a while since I did a video, so I have got some haul this time, and I've got more, a little bit more coming. But this is Souvenirs of Summer, Blackbird Designs. I love that. There's one in here. There's one I don't like that well. I mean, it's the one with the fish. I think this is the first one I'm going to do right here. I really like all those. And then I made an order from Kitten Stitcher. And she had some things in her clearance, on her clearance page, so I took advantage of it. This is Jean Elliott 1834. This is by Victorian Rose Needle Arts. Love that. Here's the Hewitt Hill samplers. This is Martha Bower Oates, 1829. I'm going to try to show it without taking it out. Another Hewitt Hill. It's Jemima Rowe, 1845. Most of these is the colors that get me. So, and here is from Carriage House Samplings, Catherine Kohler, 1794. This is looks like a kind of small one. Then I ordered 2 of the Reflets de Soie. I just get crazy sometimes, crazy about samplers. And then I got this one is called Louisa Soustrat, 1878. It's big. This one is 445 by 432. That won't be started anytime soon, but I do love that sampler. And this one is Abecedarias Rouge, which is a bunch of different red samplers. And I love those. I love red samplers. There's 5. So that's all the pattern. No, wait a minute. One more pattern. Almost forgot about this one. Uh-oh. My stuff's going on the floor. I've been watching Fat Corner Shop, and they have a lot of sales. They have a lot of patterns, and I never bought any from them. I've got their thread club for the MPIs. That's it. Flea Market Flowers. I love this. I ordered the 25 count. I'm going to do it on that over 2 with the DMC. And I love that. It's beautiful. So I got that. Then I have some fabrics, my thread clubs. This is Dem Bones for dying for cross stitch. This is a 1/2 yard. Boreal, or B-R-E-A-L, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Oh, these are 40 count vertical. And Winter Wonderland. All these are dying for cross stitch. I know it's really hard to see them, but I really don't want to take them out. All my stuff's falling in the floor. Then I got 2 50-yard skeins of her cotton floss from Dying for Cross Stitch, and this is Opal. I know I've got some other threads, like my Vicky Clayton, and I think I've already got that put up, so I'm sorry about that. This is Be Stitch Me, Bronze Age. This is another 40 count vertical. So hard to see this. I don't even see the, oh, there's the opening right there. I thought, where's the opening on this thing? I hate these kind of bags. But, sorry for the crinkles. So, that's really pretty. And then I got this one from, I think this is, what do you call it? Under the Sea Fabrics, Amaryllis. It's a real light gold. Oh, I did forget one more pattern I got from my Kitten Stitcher. Marjorie Massey, Quaker. I guess Quaker House. Quaker Street, I think it's the name of it. I swear. I should have just took everything out of the bags and showed it to you properly. I don't know what's wrong with me. I saw this a couple of years ago and loved it. And I never have, you know, bitten a bullet and got it, but now I did it. So this is Fine Floss by from the Fat Quarter Shop. I get the MPIs. This is I guess like a tan, a crew type for this one. And one more piece of fabric, which is a 27 count Linda black. I got from Fat Quarter Shop. So we'll see how that goes. But that is all my whips, all my haul. And now I'm going to do a little bit of a WIP parade. And then I'll do a little bit of a life update. Oh. This is number 3. Bin number 3. Well, actually bin number 2, but this is my 3rd. Because the last bin I had to split it up. Okay, let's see here. This is another one of the... hang on. Okay, I'm back. This is another mystery. It was from the Landon Randon Facebook group. This thing's huge. It's like 500 stitches by something, and it's a big Quaker. But I've only gotten this far so far. I'm doing this in, this is 40 count mallow linen from Swigart. 115 DMC. Love 115. I really would like to work on that because it's fun to work on. Next in line is one I haven't started. There's several here I haven't started yet, so. Here is, this is Rose Quaker by Stickadine von der Weenberg. Here's the pattern. Well, it's upside down, but I'm doing this in the Call for DMC. It's on I got it on a 32 count Lugana by Picture This Plus. Helix. I haven't got hardly anything done, just this. That's it. That sucks. Let's make sure this one's started. Yep. Quaker. Oh, Halloween. Simple Gifts by Place Where Those Stitches. This is on 32 count. Queen Anne's Lace, Jobelin. I started this 2 years ago. Well, a year and a half. I started on at Halloween, not this past Halloween, but the Halloween last 2 years ago. Oh, Haven't touched it since. Small Christmas sampler by cross stitch by Verbena. It's cute, but I don't know. I might end up giving this one out. It's on some kind of 18 count Ada. I don't know. I might do it. It's hard to say. This is a Maynia start. Agnes Otterson. And this is by Needle Made Designs. This is on 40 count. Looks like a mallow linen, like I used on the other one. As far as I got. It's gonna be really pretty when it's done. I think I've changed some of the colors because of they were too light for the fabric. I don't have anywhere to set them, so I'm putting them back in the bin, so I'm having to go back. Clocks Mystery Sampler, and this is another Stickadine von der Weenberg. I love stitching on this one. I don't have pictures since it's a mystery. And this is on 28 count Monaco. And not quite halfway done. I'm working on the second page. But this is in $4.98. So that's pretty. I've been thinking about this one lately, kind of wanting to get it out and work on it some. But so far, I've been too busy working on my samplers that I'm doing now. This is another Stickadine von der Weenberg. I've got a lot of hers going. This is a Verlinden sampler. I'm not sure which one this one is. It's got 2005 on it. It doesn't have a name. I'm doing this on 40 count Vertil. I don't have the name, but here's what it looks like. I'm stitching it with Mo Sail. I think it's supposed to be black. It's not really black though. It's more of a brown. Dark brown. It looks black there. That's what I got written down here. No. And this is as far as I've got. Just a little bit of the this is silk weaver fabric. It's called Arabian Desert. This is in Hindi 1778 sampler. This is by I think it is what is it? The sampler, Scarlet Letter, and this is the picture. It doesn't show you. It's not a good picture. It looks like a copy. But I know I bought this new, so from actually the Scarlet Letter website, so it's gotta be. It's a small sampler though. Wouldn't take long to get that done. It's not big. And I'm doing this in Carrie's Creation Cherry. It might be silk. Might be. It might just be cotton. Really pretty red. I guess it's cotton. Here's another verbena. She has the Etsy shop. Really cute stuff. It's called Be Happy Now. I started this. This is another Maynia start. And par for the course. I haven't really gotten a lot done on it. This is on a 18 count Ada. That's not there, but I just stuck that down in there because I was going to use them again when I started. That's another one that shouldn't take too long to do. I just, you know, and I'm doing it with the call for DMC. This is another one of the Tempting Tangled stitch-alongs, and it's called the Queen's Medal. I've just got a bare start on this one. I mean, it's not even, you can't even really call this a start. So, and that's Ada. It might be a 20 count, I'm not sure. It's either 18 or 20 count though. Here's one that's still in a Q-snap. I ordered this from Etsy. Someone said that this is the most fun design they've ever stitched as far as for Halloween. I don't have a picture, but it's right there. This is Fabrics by LJ. It's called Cantaloupe. It's an 18 count Ada. And I started on this other fabric here. This is Bittersweet Light, but I didn't like the way it looked on there. So I'm gonna pull that off and what I got. It's not hard. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. I just hadn't got back around to doing any more of it. So what am I gonna do? I need to take it out of Q-snap or either work on it, one or the other. Because it's ridiculous having all my Q-snaps tied up on projects that haven't even worked on in, you know, a year. Well, I worked on that one in Halloween, which was October, so, you know, that's not been a year, but it's been a few months. Okay. This one is what I just had. This is the Magical Sal's stitch along for 2020, and it's the Animal Band sampler, and that's as far as I got. Just got a little bit of the border done. This is on 20 count Ada. 20 count Picture This Plus. Not Picture This Plus. This is Vintage Country Mocha, and this is PR 148 is the thread. It's really pretty thread. I love the variegation. This is my 2020 Linen and Threads stitch along. That's all I got. Oh, wait a minute. It goes like this. This is 40 count Vertical and Almond. That really could be pretty. And I'm using Silks for You on this one too. I've got 147, which is a beautiful, beautiful blue. There, so you can see it better. And this pink is really bright, like a hot pink. It's 166, PR 166. And it's really bright. Well, it's not quite that bright, but it's pretty bright. My lighting is not great in here tonight. So those are the two I've got working on that one, and I have worked on that, and yeah, whatever. I've got, this is Halloween Quaker, I think. Yeah, Halloween Quaker by Leela Studio. No, not Halloween, Christmas, or holiday, or Christmas Quaker. And this is on the call for, I think it's, I'm not really sure what the color is, but it's a Picture This Plus. Could be Dapple. As far as I've got so far. What you gonna do? I should work out on this on my day I work on Christmas, but so many to do. Here's a big one. I bet you this is Quaker Gone Tropic. Now I started this, but I think I'm gonna have to take it. I may have to redo the count because I ordered fabric, and then when she from Dine for cross stitch, and she did it, and then it shrunk. So I'm not sure I got enough fabric. So I need to count and make sure. That's just all I got for that. And you know the picture does not look, the top does not look like that at all. I mean, look at that. That's what I liked about this, is that, you know, how pretty that was. I haven't worked on this in forever. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful fabric. I'm not even sure what it is. I'm what count it is. It looks like it's, I'm not sure. It might be 20. It might be 32 count. Here it is. It's labeled. It's 28 count. Monaco. It's beautiful though. And I love the feel of that. I love the feel of her fabric. Fabrics like Picture This Plus, which theirs is okay, except for the Ada is so soft. Yeah, I mean the holes, you can't get the holes right. It's just not. I don't like it. I mean, I've got some and I'll use it, but I mean, I'm not crazy about it. I have stitched a few things on it, but this is another Reflex to Suave. This is sampler Anastasia, whatever you want to say it. This is a 2-color sampler. I'm doing this on 28 count over 1 over 1 with DMC. That's all I got. Oh my gosh. It's probably been 3 years, maybe 4 since I started this. I need to rethink some of this because either I need to work on this stuff or I need to unkit it and say heck with it. It's just ridiculous. Here's a Jan Houtman or Jan Houtman, however you pronounce his name. This is not one of my stitch alongs. This is the pattern I had bought. It's called Life Tree LA1. And I decided to go with what colors I wanted to do. And I've got peach from Moselle. And I don't know what else I got. I got the other threads in there. But I don't know about that. So, well, I don't have any other thread in there. And I got some green. What the heck? What could that green be? That's really odd. Maybe it's in that envelope. Maybe this is part of it. I thought that was the next one. It might be. Yeah, that's a different one. I may have to restart this. Different colors. And here is the Linen and Threads 2019 stitch along, which was the big peacock. And I got, the peacock done, and some of the border, but that's it. And it's really nice. I like it. The peacock's in DMC. And the border is Threadworks, and it's this color. I wish they put color names on their thing. It's 11011. It's a green and a pink, a little bit of purple. It's really pretty. I'd like to do this one. That's what I just showed you. Here's Garden Sampler by Ramsgate Limited. You can tell it's an old chart because it's got that picture. It's hand drawn too. Fiddler's cloth, that's all I got done. Oh, you know, whatever you want to call it. They're both about the same. Okay, here is I don't know that I got this one started. Let me look. Nope. This is a sal by Tempting Tangles that I never even started. And here's another Landon Randon one, and I love this one. This is on 18 count ivory. But this is, I mean, it's pretty big, but this is all I got done. That's another. It's pretty. This is another one I think about pretty regularly that I'd like to get out and stitch. I've got to stop taking on all these sales every year because when I do that, I don't get anything else done. And it's ridiculous. You know, because I've got all these I want to do, all the ones I buy all these patterns, and then I'm just doing sales, and it's like I gotta stop. This is called the Tsunami Sampler. This was back when the tsunami hit Indonesia all those years ago, and she made this is Stickety Wanda Weinberg made a sampler, and you just donated to Salvation Army or what was the other one? Red Cross. And then you got the sampler for free. And I'm doing this with Vicki Clayton's conversion from back years ago. I think this is a 46 count. Yeah, it's a 46 count lint. That's just all I got done. I just started this a couple of years ago. Last year or the year before. I'm not sure exactly when, but I know it was in the last year or two. I didn't start back when I got it. But I did buy her conversion, you know, which I still had it all, you know, bagged up, ready to start. And this one is I don't know what. Oh, this is the Halloween Quaker, the Halloween stitch along from Stitch On Me from last year. 2020. I haven't got it written down, but I'm pretty sure it was 2020. 2021. 2019. I didn't get it all completely finished. But it's cute. I like that. I got the one that this is on I don't know what fabric this is. I think it might be a fabrics by LJ maybe. But I did the one last year. I got it all finished. I just hadn't got it finished, if you know what I mean. Getting close to the end of this bucket. Or bin. Oh. Hope I'm in frame. Now I'll wait till I'm almost done, then I move it over like a crazy person. This is Autumn Alphabet. And I looked for this and looked for this last year. I could not find it anywhere. I knew I'd started it, and I just couldn't find it like last fall. And I started it, but I don't know what to do with it. And here it is right here. The Scarlet House. And I got a small start on it. I got most of the border. I'm not sure what fabric that is. I believe it's 40 count. Yeah, it's 40 count birch. So that one shouldn't take long to do if I just, like I said, get my button gear. And here's a My Big Toe. This is one of the first ones I did on 40 count. This is Quaker Garden, I believe. Yeah. Quaker Seasons. Yeah, Quaker Seasons. Yeah. And this is 40 Count Mallow by Swygarden. And I've worked on this 2 or 3 times, and this is all I've got done. But I really, really do like this, and I do want to get it done. All the fabric, all the fabric and all the threads in there. Well, the fabric, it's got a piece on it. Got all the thread in there. This looks like it's all weeks. Of course. And here's another My Big Toe. This is Blackbird's Garden. And this one, this shouldn't take too long to do either. But it would help if I did some work on it. I don't know what that fabric is. Looks about like I'm doing it over one, but surely not. I hate when I do that, when I put fabric in something and I don't write on what it is. I try to do that, keep up with it. It could be 40 count, I don't know, but those stitches are awfully little. Okay, Blackbird's Garden. 2 more. 2 more. Here's another cross stitch by Verbena. This is a pretty one. This is Flower Quaker. Love that. I started this on oatmeal. I think it's 18 count. Actually, it looks more like 14 count, but it could be 16. I don't know. These are all the ones I had an intention of working on last year when I had my year of Quakers. Oh, here, I got 2 more here, not 3. I had 3, not 2. This is Lady. Quaker Sampler C1830 by The Lady in Thread. This is an old pattern. I don't know if it's got 2009. That's not that old. And I do have more than just a little line. I got some alphabets on there. So. It's 1 strand. I swear this don't look like 40 count though. I really could kick myself for not putting down what thread I'm using. I don't like that. I like knowing, fabric, what fabric I'm using. It says 28 count Ivory Monaco. I must be doing it over 1. No? I don't know. But where's the thread? I must be doing DMC. It must call for DMC. Yeah, I bet you that's it. It looks like one thread over two, but I don't know. I have to look at it more closely when I start doing it. One more, and then I'll be done with this bin. I got one more bin, plus then I got some sales from old sales that I've started through the years and haven't finished, haven't worked on in a long time. Maybe I'll show those, maybe I won't. But I do have one more bin. There are some of my more current things. And this is Louisa Coulimore. This is a 32 count Jobelin, lambswool Jobelin. I'm using Carrie's Creation Old Salem Red. And I think this is her silk, I do believe. Yeah. It's not as pink as it looks, it's more red. Beautiful color, I think. This is back in the day when I was scared to stitch on anything, you know, more than 32 count. And this is all I've got so far, but it's really going to be nice when it gets, I mean, it's really pretty. So that is all my whips in this bin. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $20, 30 whips in that bin. And the other one had 41, so that's 71 whips. And I got another bin and a bunch of ones over there. So I'm sure, like I said, I'm going to be hitting pretty close to, oh, excuse me, I had to pick up this that fell off. Pretty close to 150 whips. And here I'm going to start 5 more, maybe. I know I will start those two. Small Birds and that Blueberry Cottage. I know I want to start those two. Okay, now, thank you for staying with me this long if you have. I know it's kind of been tedious today. I'm going to do a little bit of a life update. Number 1, we got the puppies. And when we went to get the puppies, we've been looking for a while. Our dog died back in November of 2019. I didn't really want to get another dog. I was, you know, but he's been talking about getting one. And so I thought, well, you know, he likes having a dog. You know, I can't just tell him he can't have a dog. You know, he likes a dog. So I told him that I didn't want anything but a poodle because I like the non-hair, you know, no shedding, and I like a small dog. So we've been looking and looking. I found poodles anywhere from the cheapest is $1,800 all the way up to $10,000 for a toy poodle puppy. I mean, I'm thought, oh my God. And that doesn't even give you the right to breed. $1,800 poodle, you can't breed it. And it's just kind of crazy. Not that I'm in it for that, but if you spend $1,800 for a dog, you should be able to breed it. But, so I talked to my groomer, the one that used to groom my dog, and she said, well, she knows someone's got females for $400 and males for $300. And they're not registered. The mother or the father's registered. I think the mother's registered. The father is full-blooded, but he's not got papers. And the tails were not docked when they were babies, when they were like infants. So, you know, that's, the poodles are known for the docked tails. I like the look of the docked tail. And then she said, then when we went and looked at him, she said, oh, you can go to my vet, he'll do it for $20. I'm thinking, well, $20 is not that bad, but, you know, I have to think about it. And so we went and looked, and, you know, of course, he can't settle with one. So he said, well, we'll give you 2 of them for $625 if you take 2 of them. So we went ahead and got 2. They were 5 weeks old. 4 or 5 weeks old when we went and looked at them, and then they said they'd be ready in a few weeks. Well, at 6 weeks old, they was calling us wanting us to come get them because I guess they were needing the money. Because we gave them $100 down, or like $150. They didn't even ask us for a deposit. So they're just old country people, you know. So we went ahead and picked them up at 6 weeks old. And I brought them home, you know. My daughter said, well, you need to make sure to take them to the vet because somebody else had trouble with one of the puppies they got from them because it had a lot of worms and stuff. Which she said she wormed them, but they said, well, she probably lied. She probably didn't worm them. But I took them to the vet then a couple of days after I got them because I got them on the weekend. And they were fine. And they did give them a worm pill, but they didn't have worms, so I could tell. So they've been healthy. They've been, you know, and they're gaining weight. And I did call around to try to find out about getting the tails docked. Thinking about it. Most vets won't do it. That's not at this age. So there was one that he said that his vet would do it. And so I called up there, and then some of them said it'd be like a $200 like a regular surgery. Well, he called me back a couple of days ago. We about decided that, you know, we wouldn't go forward with it. And he said it's like $80 a dog. It's not that bad on them. It's not hard. They just give them a stronger sedative. They don't actually put them to sleep. But it's not the money. But we decided, I think, since they're as age they are, that I didn't want to put them through that. Not for just cosmetic reasons. I mean, if they had a medical reason, that's one thing, but not for just cosmetic. So we're going to have long-tailed poodles. So, anyway, it's been a challenge in some ways so far. Like I said, we keep them in the laundry room where we have a linoleum floor at night. And then during the day, I take them out to the garage and take them outside. And then I bring them in here some, but we're still, you know, they're still very, very not trained. And so then we got that. Then I've been trying not to order a lot of stuff because I know he's getting ready to retire. Well, he's retiring in 3 days. But I ordered a couple things from down Sunshine Lane. And, you know, they are awesome shop. I mean, you go order today, they ship tomorrow. Sometimes the same day. Well, I got my shipping notice, and a couple of days later, I got your item has been delivered from down Sunshine Lane. So I didn't get to go to the post office that day. I went the next day, or the day, it might have been the day after that, I went to the post office. Because the post office is about 20 miles from here now that we moved. Well, I went up there, and it wasn't in my box. I didn't have a key for a locker, and I went in there, and they checked. She says, well, it says it's been delivered. And I said, well, I didn't get it. And it's like, well, you know, someone will bring it back. If they got it, then, you know, there ain't nothing we can do about it. And so I just, you know, figured it was just a loss. You know, I just said, no, well, I don't expect down Sunshine Lane to replace that. That was not their fault. It was the post office. I obviously put the key to the locker in the wrong post office box. So, but I did email her, which I never heard anything back from her because, you know, for days. And just let her know what happened and that I didn't want her to replace them. I didn't expect that because, you know, it wasn't her fault. And just asking her about insurance for future orders. Well, she texted me today or sent me an email today and saying she'd gotten my order back today in the mail. I guess the person had gotten it in a box instead of taking it into the lobby and handed it to them. It might have been during their lunch hour or after hours, and they just stuck it in the thing, you know, to mail it back. So they got it back, and so she's going to remail that to me, which I'm glad because I couldn't see buying those patterns. It was two patterns. One of them is the JBW, the Quaker, the little red samplers, there's like 5 in there, I think. And a little Quaker sampler from, I can't think of the name of it now, but it's from the Heart. And so she's going to remail those tomorrow. So that's a good thing. And so that's basically what's been going on there. And so after I get those, I'm, you know, in my Victorian motto, oh gosh. You know, I don't have January's or February's. I didn't pay March's, I didn't pay April's. So I've been sending them emails. This whole last month, I sent them email. I spent like 6 emails. So finally, a couple of weeks ago, I sent them email that said final inquiry. And I told them that I hadn't received anything from them. I haven't received a shipping notice. They haven't answered my emails. And that I was giving them 1 week from the date of the letter. And then I was going to request through PayPal refunds. And a couple days later, they sent me an email and said, oh, I'm so sorry. I found this in my spam folder. And they would send them out that day, priority mail. They would ship them priority mail, and they were so sorry. And, that had happened. So I thought, oh, great. I'm going to get my fabric and my floss. Well, they sent me a shipping notice that was on the 13th. And to this day, it still shows pre-shipping. That they printed a label, but they haven't delivered it to the post office. So yesterday, I sent them another email saying I'd give them to the end of the week. That, since they had done that. But, I think I've been more than generous. I haven't been rude to them when I was sending them emails. I haven't been accusatory or anything like that. I've just been told them how it is. I said, I'm really disappointed that I haven't gotten this yet. And I'm frustrated. I don't know what, I know you've had issues and, with health and different things. And, but, I can't wait any longer. So hopefully I'll see some movement on it. If not, then by Monday at the latest, I'm going to go ahead and do a PayPal, open a case with PayPal and try to get my money back. Because each of those is $70. So that's $140 that, I'm not, hopefully I can get my money back through PayPal. I think I should be able to. So, but that's my Victorian motto. And even if I get it, I'm out. I'm out. Maybe down the road sometime, but probably not. Probably won't do that anymore. So I'm going to work on my modern folk embroidery tonight. And I'm going to try to get it done before the 1st. Friday I'll have to work on my jade band sampler. And then the weekend do the Jan Helpman again. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen once he retires. I don't know how long it's going to be before I make another video. I might try to do like little snippets and put them all together. You know, I'll have more of a chance to do that. I think I heard my puppies. Normally at night, once I put them to bed, they don't make any noise at all until the next morning, and then they like go crazy. But they're getting a little older, you know, so I think I might stop doing that. I hope not. But anyway, I guess that's going to be it for today. I have been watching a lot of Flosstube, and I've been enjoying it. I do have a sampler group called Sampler Stitchers. I'll link it below. And you know, if you want to join that, that's great. I've had an influx of a lot of members in the last month, so that's pretty interesting, pretty exciting. I'm gonna try. I have the program WinStitch, and I'm gonna try to maybe make a small little pattern, you know, as a thank you to my members, and just give it to them for free in my group. But I don't know much about operating that. I'm trying to learn how to operate that program, and so I'll see what I can do. But, all right, everybody have a good night, a great weekend, a great rest of the month, and get lots of stitching in, and I will talk to you soon.